Clippers and the Sixers agreed to a deal that will send Tobias Harris to Philly. Read between the lines here just a little bit. It's a steep future price for the Sixers to go all in now because look at what they had to give up to get a new big four. The Sixers get Harris, Boban, Marjanovic, and Mike Scott. And in return, the Clippers get back Landry Shamet, Wilson Chandler, Mike Muscala, and draft picks. Look at the draft picks. A 2020 protected first rounder and an unprotected 2021 first rounder. What it gives us, though, is essentially a new big four in Philly. You've got Embiid, you've got Ben Simmons, you've got Jimmy Butler, and now you add Tobias Harris to that. Long-term, short-term, what does this mean for the Sixers?
Well, short-term, I mean, they've got as good of a starting five as there is in the East now, adding Tobias Harris, who's having his best season in L.A. Long-term, there's some risk. Now, they've traded in Philadelphia for two players who will be unrestricted free agents this summer, Tobias Harris and, of course, Jimmy Butler. The plan in Philadelphia is to try to re-sign both of those players. They're going to be paying a hefty luxury tax bill there. There's no question. And it does give them some insurance. Listen, there are no guarantees in unrestricted free agency. So having two wing players in Harris and Butler, in case they were to lose one in free agency, you've got another to plug back in. But the goal of the Sixers is to keep both of them.
Okay, from a Clippers standpoint now, the roster isn't strong this morning, but moving forward, what sort of flexibility does that move, that trade, offer them to land some big names?
This is a tremendous deal for the Clippers, and out of those draft picks, that 2021 pick is the Miami Heat's pick. It's been traded a couple times, but it is unprotected. You know, you wonder where the Heat will be in 2021. If that's a lottery team, that pick is yours. And so for the Clippers now, listen, they're big game hunting in free agency this summer. They have a great chance at Kawhi Leonard. But what they have now are having these draft picks going forward. Landry Shamet's been a revelation as a rookie with the Sixers. When there's a player like Anthony Davis who's available, a star who wants a trade and who wants to be in that LA market, now the Clippers are in the game with those draft picks to go get a big-time player. Trade deadline tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And now Anthony Davis, who has put the Clippers on his list of teams that he says he's willing to sign a long-term deal with, if he's traded there, it will be interesting to see now if the Sixers if the Clippers start talking with New Orleans about Davis, how much do those picks, do the assets that the Clippers have now appeal to New Orleans? They didn't make that trade for Anthony Davis, but for players like him. But I would imagine they'll be in contact with the Pelicans here in the next 24 hours.